What's up, what's going on, legends? It's your boy Earl Shatter here. Today we're going to be discussing the best class setup with the Switchblade DLC weapon in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. In order to unlock the Switchblade, you had to complete all 100 tiers of the Grand Heist Events Contraband stream, or at this point in the game, you have to get lucky enough to be able to open a reserve and get the Mark II version of this gun. For those of you that don't know, if you unlock the Mark II version, you are, basically allowed to equip this gun, and since unlocking the DLC weapon for you. If you guys take a look at the right side of the screen, you guys will see displayed the best class setup for the Switchblade. So let's go ahead and go over what we're using. So for my Switchblade class setup, we are looking at Rapid Fire 1, Rapid Fire 2, the hybrid mags. Then for our gear choice, we are looking at the stim shot. For perks, we are running Scavenger, Dexterity, and we have that perk 2 Greed, where we're also running Gung Ho. Now, before we get into the rest of the video, if you guys do find yourself enjoying this content at any time, show your support for the channel by going down below and smashing that like button. Let's go ahead and throw that goal of 50 likes on today's video. Also, if you guys are interested in finding your way back to the channel, make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button alongside that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. If you're one of those people who has yet to unlock the Switchblade, let me tell you, you are absolutely missing out. This is one of my favorite, actually this is my favorite DLC weapon so far in Black Ops 4, and it's honestly one of the most powerful SMGs. It's just really all about running the right attachments. Considering the current state of the Damon 3XB, you can't actually put the Switchblade at the top of the SMG category. However, it is very close to the top. In my opinion, it is number 2, and in my heart, it's number 1 because obviously it is one of my favorite guns. Running the right attachments when using the Switchblade means everything. So you're going to want to equip the correct set, which I'm sharing with you guys in today's video, in order to really take advantage of this weapon to its full extent. Whenever I hear someone has the Switchblade unlocked, I ask them if they've used this class setup. A lot of the time they actually say no, and that they don't really enjoy the weapon all that much, but the class setup, like I said, means everything. If you're not running this class setup, you're not fully optimizing this weapon, and you're taking away from your enjoyment while using this gun. I actually got this best class setup from somebody that I consider one of the best Black Ops 4 players, if not the best out there, and he absolutely demolished using it. He actually had this gun before I did. He grinds through the tiers typically pretty fast because he plays a lot. It took me a little bit longer, but by the time I had this weapon unlocked, I already knew I had to try out his setup. For those of you that don't know who I'm referring to, he is the one, the only, Team Memory. If you guys haven't checked him out, you guys want to make sure you check out his YouTube channel. He's typically live a lot over on Twitch. You guys will enjoy his content. He's an absolute beast. So now that you guys know the class setup, let's go ahead and break it down a little bit. Talk about the attachments. Just talk about the setup in general. First, Rapid Fire 1. Now, you can run a class setup with Rapid Fire 1 only. You're going to feel like you lose gunfights you shouldn't. You're going to feel a little underwhelmed. The weapon just truly doesn't max out using only Rapid Fire 1. I mean, the gun is good, don't get me wrong, but even with really good accuracy, hitting a ton of shots, just Rapid Fire 1 isn't enough. And you're going to want to go ahead and throw that Rapid Fire 2 on there. If you're not running Rapid Fire 2 on this class setup, I repeat, you are doing it wrong. Wrong attachments. If you're not using both the rapid fires on this gun, you're absolutely not optimizing your gun. You're not optimizing your class setup, and you're leaving yourself room to just be killed, shot down, outgunned, whatever you want to call it. And you're not in it to do that. At least I'm not in it to do that. I want to stay on my streak. So running rapid fire 1 and 2 is the best way to optimize this gun. Of course, you're going to have a little bit of a higher recoil. Recoil, honestly, on the Switchblade is not all that bad. Regardless, though, this is an SMG. We're not shooting halfway across the map typically with this gun, so it's not going to make a huge difference. This thing is a close quarters beast. You're going to dominate almost all of your gunfights as long as you're hitting your shots within range. You're going to be able to take out multiple opponents. You're just honestly going to have a fun time using this best class. We've covered rapid fire. It's the most important thing, obviously, to this class setup. What's our last attachment? What's the last part of it? It's going to be that hybrid mag. Hybrid mag is not only going to give us a few extra bullets per clip, it's going to allow us to reload just a tad bit faster. If you're obviously shooting something with double rapid fire on it, you're going to plan to go through bullets fairly quickly, so being able to get that extra speedy reload is very useful. Then on top of the fact that, like we said, you're shooting a lot of bullets, having more ammo in your clip is going to allow you to take down more enemies, and who could be against that? I feel like the most important part of a best class setup, at least when I'm sharing it with you guys, is the gun, the attachments we're using. Then it's a little bit more open when talking about the perks and gear choices. My gear choice when going to any SMG, and even some of my AR classes, just depending on what I'm running, we're going to be choosing Stim Shot. Stim Shot's going to allow us to get more heals in quickly. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I find myself challenging 3 people, getting the triple kill, and just barely, even with the Stim Shot, being able to get that heal off in time to try to turn around for the 4th or 5th, guy you got coming towards you. So having the Stim Shot is absolutely crucial. The only other real gear choice you're going to see me using is that ComSec device. I don't use acoustic sensor. I feel like it's kind of a crutch. I don't really care for, people running body armor, so you're not going to see me running that. Typically, it's the Stim Shot with the SMGs, and if it's going to be anything else, it'll be that ComSec device, which works kind of like hardline, getting those streaks a little bit quicker. When it comes to perks, I don't typically use a whole lot of variety. You're going to see me using Scavenger a lot, or Tactical Mask. Honestly, I have some classes for each, depending on if I'm, going to be able to get Crash. Obviously, if we have Crash, we don't necessarily need Scavenger, and we're able to run Tactical Mask and use those benefits. But in this one in particular, I am running Scavenger, making sure that I'm going to be able to pick up that ammo. We are going through quite a bit of bullets, so even though you see me running Crash in this gameplay, it doesn't mean I'm going to be able to have that ammo ready when I need it, or be able to throw my ammo bag down right away when I need it. It's good to be able to pick up ammo off bodies. I do find myself being able to, live on some pretty nice streaks with this setup. Other than that, you would see me using Tactical Mask. For our second perks, we have 2, which is very rare for me. I'm using Dexterity alongside Gung Ho. Gung Ho is extremely amazing for pretty much all the weapons in most of my class setups. But having Dexterity is nice as well, especially if you're using a weapon such as the Switchblade, where you're going to be running and gunning a lot. You're going to be sliding around corners. You're going to be trying to get away from gunfights sometimes. Maybe just by the brink of your health, you get away. The best thing you can do is run this. If you're running a run and gun, you're going to be able to move around quick. Sure, you're going to be down by having no ghost or no dead silence. You're going to run acoustic sensors. They're going to be able to see you if they get close enough anyway. It's not super big for a counter. Then if you got ghost, people are going to see you on the UAV. I mean, it's kind of a gamble, but I'm telling you, this setup works. Now it's official. As long as you guys have this weapon unlocked, you do now have all the tools to make your class setup successful. If you guys weren't running both rapid fires, you now know why you weren't enjoying this weapon to its full extent. I think now's the time to either go out there and grind for reserves to get you this weapon unlocked, or go out there and reset up your class with the correct class setup and dominate the game the way you should have been with this weapon all along. Overall, I'm extremely happy that I grinded out the 100 tiers of the Grand Heist event, was able to get my hands on this weapon. It's grown on me, it's become my favorite. I know earlier I probably said it was my favorite SMG, but it's likely that this is my favorite weapon in Black Ops 4 altogether. If there's anything I could advise to you guys, if there's any DLC weapon I could say you guys are going to want to get your hands on the Switchblade. Obviously, the Daemon is a little bit better. However, I do feel like the Daemon is overpowered, and overpowered sometimes can mean getting a nerf. I don't see this getting a nerf in the future. So overall, I think in the long run, the Switchblade will remain the better weapon. And that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy this content at any time, make sure you guys show your support for the channel by going down below and smashing that like button. Like I said earlier, we do have that goal of 50 likes on today's video. Also, if you guys are interested in finding your way back to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button alongside that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. I do appreciate all your guys' support in today's video, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Peace.
Start playing like the pros with E Advantage, the brain-boosting supplement designed for high-level competitive gaming. It works by combining powerful, healthy ingredients like energy-supporting vitamins and brain-boosting nutrients so that you can win more, rank up faster, and start playing like the pros. But don't just take our word for it. Ask the many streamers, YouTubers, and pro-level players who use E Advantage to dominate every day. So, what are you waiting for? Grab yourself some E Advantage and see how quickly you can improve.